Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, right in half hour before the NXT Vengeance Day. So I'm going to keep it really short today. I'm not going for hours. I'm not going for a whole hour try. I just want to give a little bit on what is going on. All right, we all know what's going on, right, in the world of wrestling. I mean, if you don't know, I don't know where you were. You've probably been on some sort of sitting underneath a rock. That's not right running name. Okay, rephrase. And we're talking about The Rock, right? My God, it's been high spending hour here with GGA Sports Studio. I can tell you that. Um, Jason, who has to work this, make reports for the Vengeance Day. He messaged me just a few minutes before the broadcast. He said, this is going to be so nuts, right? I'm scared I'm going to dream about the word The Rock. I mean, he said literally, right? I typed so many words The Rock. Well, okay, it's inside joke, people. We're not dreaming about wrestlers, do we? Don't comment on that's rhetorical. Well, it's a beautiful woman. Hey, and these days it's very modern, right? Very acceptable. Well, sorry. Only the ladies for me, man. All right, welcome anybody. Well, the thing is, ladies people, The Rock, Roman Reigns. To be quite honest, right? I've been watching wrestling since 1988, somewhere 87, 88. I never, and really up to date, I never had heard so much negativity or backlash on a wrestling match. Really. I never seen mainstream media go into it and talk what is going on. And we all know wrestling is predetermined, right? And some people say, yeah, the minority. I don't call this minority anymore. I mean, look at the statistics. Look at everywhere there's been talk about. Whole social media, the international internet wrestling community, right? And even outside that, the let's say the parents, friends of, family of, even were talking about this. USA Today, Forbes, DAZN, Sports Illustrated, of course, GGA Sports Studio. Forget about the rest, you know what I mean? No, but let's be serious, right? Even I heard some say that it blew actually the Vince McMahon scandal a little bit on the side. You could see that. And for the first time, it was just about a wrestling match. It's not about sex scandals. It's not about sex trafficking or who did it with whom and who got paid by how much and NDAs. No, none of it. It was just about a wrestling match. Think about it. A wrestling match. And normally, well, people say, yeah, well, okay, I can understand the promotion decides what match we go to see, what they think best. But we're talking here about WrestleMania, the Super Bowl of pro wrestling, the granddaddy of them all, icon versus icon. And in that way, right? And if you start thinking, yeah, I can understand why they put The Rock there. Don't get me wrong. Think about how big the name The Rock is. Times move on, people, and I've been saying this. And it's funny, right? Last year for WrestleMania, everybody was talking, we're going to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns. This year, when it actually is going to happen, no, we want Cody. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Cody. I think he's great. Isn't it amazing that a mainstream superstar, a mainstream Hollywood icon, because that's what you can call The Rock, right? We all seen his movies, right? I mean, none of them are always that good, but we've seen them, we talk about Jumanji. I like Jumanji, right? Both, actually, two. And 2 is not that good. Right? The Tooth Fairy? Well, let's forget about that. The Scorpion King. The Mummy he has been in. Welcome to the Jungle. Everyone knows The Rock. Imagine that, right? My mom, right? She can't stand wrestling, but she knows The Rock. That says something. Hey, I'm just taking some measureship. I just want to say, my mom is totally pro mainstream. I can tell sometimes you should not go too much mainstream, right? Because even I, a journalist, can say the mainstream media is not always that good. All right, I'm not going to bash my co-workers, but if I'm in my duty as a reporter, where I'm sitting right now. But the fact is, people even don't know watch wrestling, know The Rock. Now get this, right? Those people don't know Cody. Keep that in mind. And start thinking, everybody's tweeting, #we want Cody. Baseball. American football stars. I've seen even football players here from Europe and never played in the United States. #we want Cody. I'm surprised that Manchester City didn't even go there. We want Cody. Or maybe they want to then transfer, Guardiola goes in, transfer, here's 100 million. No, that's a joke, all right? Don't get any rumors started. Then I'm on the hook again. Now, but the thing is, we have to realize something. Yes, it's great that we can today speak up, right? Think about it. When I started watch wrestling, I didn't even know always it was scripted. I thought I was at the age that, well, okay, that's cool. They beat each other up. My God, he must be laying weeks. Oh, wow, he's a good, strong guy, right? He will recover. At that time, there was not much mentioned. Kayfabe was alive. There was no social media. Fans didn't speak up. They just started watching and they liked it. They didn't go on, well, we don't want him, we don't want Hulk Hogan, we want Randy Savage. Something like that. And the same is happening now. How amazing that actually is. And actually, as I speak, and that comes soon today, Jason is working on it. He said it to me. He was working on a report that WWE, at the point of view, is monitoring a fan reaction. They're monitoring. So maybe this vlog will count along. Now, I'm going a little bit into it, because what is right or wrong here? What we have to accept and what we have to learn from this. You have to always look on two sides, people. The fans. Because they're going to buy the tickets, people. They are going to buy the pay-per-view. They are driving in the money. Forget that. It's a very important thing. However, WWE is still in power. It's their wrestling promotion. What I think, really, do you? What I think, what I really think, doesn't matter to us, to them. Especially how high you come up in the level of what for status they have, if they vice president, president, CEO, they care about what is being shown. It's all about money. And that you have to realize. And what is the best money? I can understand that, what they're saying. The Rock is mainstream publicity. I get that. But now we're sitting at a turning point, right? Because all what I said, everybody writes on Twitter, we want Cody. It got so worse. Cody is technically on social media, moreover. Keep that in mind. So, saying that, Cody would bring in more money. And why do you think now WWE is malnursing that? They're looking at the statistics on what's going on social media. Now, I don't want to be an asshole and start to kick it up again. It's a little bit too easy, you know what I mean? I get that. Social media today is such a measure of point. Now, even the mainstream media has gone into it and say how negative it is. And then you have to watch out. But keep in mind, people, keep one thing in mind, and a lot of people forget about this. WWE got you right with the balls where you right are. Why? Because there's been talked about. Everybody is talking about WrestleMania. Negative or positive? Who's going to be? Cody or Roman? Or Cody or The Rock? It doesn't matter. They got you where they want. And they have that with you right there and saying, thank you so much. Do I say, should they not talk about it at all? You know, let's make it look good. Maybe sometimes that's the better. Because if everybody start talking about something else, about The Rock versus Roman, give non-publicity, then they notice, hey, wait a second, that's something wrong. And sure, we media are to blame, maybe we try to cover what is going on. And in the beginning, I thought I'd go along with it, The Rock. I was not favored of it, but yeah, if WWE decides it, what can I do? So I just started publishing. And then I started seeing the reactions we got on social media, how people were pissed off with that match. It started to realize me something, hey, there's something not right here. But the fact is, and I'll always say controversial creates cash. And trust me, people, it is true. And the fact that we are talking about it, WWE has you right where the balls. And they don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck what you want. I see some comments, people, they say, okay, I'm not going to watch. Yeah, okay, that is maybe true. Okay, I'm not going to watch the main event. That is fine, they still have your money. If you're not going to watch the main event, then you have to pay for the whole pay-per-view. Trust me, you don't get any dollars or euros or yens or whatever or crowns discount. You also pay for that match. Here's the fact. What can have a good effect. People are walking out. Everybody is leaving everybody is leaving the stadium. I just forgot the name. Sorry about that. Everybody walks out when that match goes. Say, well, I have to go. You know, before all the traffic. And then you got them by the balls. Now, I'm not going to cause riots. I don't want to cause riots. I don't. But consider the people, because what you're doing now, it doesn't help you. You're playing them in just in the hands. And sure, I will keep on reporting what's going on. But the fact is, but people don't forget about it. It's free publicity for WWE. Negativity, of course. And then you have to sometimes watch out. But a friend of mine, she told me once, and she's a great singer, and she said a negative review of your latest CD gives sometimes more sales than a positive one. Keep that in mind, people. Keep that in mind. Because what WWE is going to do. Because look at from their side. Look at from their side. They can't go back. And if they would do it, then next year's WrestleMania, you get the same issue. Because not everybody wants to see the same event that everybody agrees 100% with you, that everybody wants to see that main event. I mean, maybe some people want to see, I don't know, Joe Gacy against the local toilet lady. Ain't nothing wrong with Joe Gacy, you know. But that you have to keep in mind, people. I don't think anybody wants to see that match, but no. I'm just trying to give you an example. And if WWE would now go change it, then next year you get the same issues over and over again. And it will get worse. It will get a snowball effect. And maybe suddenly we're not just sitting for WrestleMania getting that effect. We're getting every wrestling event. And not just maybe WWE. Also TNA will get it. AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. You name it. So WWE, not only for themselves, they know they can't go back, because every Sunday they're coming in an area that nobody wants to agree with the main event anymore, or the matches put on. There will be critics and getting worse over social media. See, that's the fact with tribalism. Start a little group. If you watch AEW or if you watch WWE, the whole internet wrestling community is at today its throat. And trust me, people, trust me. If WWE now start turning, we're in the same situation there. And what is then left? Everybody is left to go at each other's throat. So WWE can't go back. Not only for themselves, but for the whole wrestling community, for all wrestling promotions. And what will you get? In the end, it will implode. We have nothing left. The whole wrestling scene lays on its ass. And I'm sorry to say that. But we have to be really careful right now. Because with the mainstream media in negativity involved, with social media, WWE can do only one thing, and go with The Rock versus Roman. Even though we want Cody so much. And that's the problem, people. And there we're seeing right now. And the problem is, WWE made the mistake. I will not deny that. They made the mistake. And where did they go wrong, people? They made two huge mistakes. Actually, three. I will go with three, because I will explain them all. First of all, that winner takes all match with Roman Reigns should have never happened. because unifying the title, having and then split the title again, has making some sort of um, secondary title. It has not the status as the other belt, even if it's defended weekly almost. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dishing on Seth Rollins. I think he did a phenomenal, great job. How he every week trying to get that status on that world title, getting pumped up by doing great title defenses. I'm not taking away that. I think that's such a phenomenal, and you did it so right, Seth. And I think WWE even tried, but it was too late. It's still not a world title. They're not equal. You have here the Universal and here the world title. So, one above my head and one underneath that. And that's the problem. Because everybody's pissed off that Cody Rhodes, who won the Royal Rumble, has to go for the secondary rated title instead of the main title. Because that's how we see it, people. And that's how she feels it. There's mistake one. And there's also actually number two, as I said with Seth Rollins. It's been too little time to build on the status of and what that for the secondary title to come on level as Roman Reigns. Because one thing, even I don't like how they build up Roman Reigns, even with less titles. He gave it prestige. He gave it something unachievable to do, and that is good. That is really good, people. Then that title means something, because if somebody knows it wins that title, he's there. And why don't you want to put it on The Rock? The Rock doesn't need a world title, people. He goes the day after back to Hollywood and showing the next movie. Even if it's a movie about Peppa Pig, it's still his main focus. Wrestling isn't his main focus. Don't let you buy him out that you think, yeah, but he's now board of directors. No, he's not going to do a whole run. The guy just come back for one match. Haven't you learned that right now? That's why they're doing this. On WrestleMania, most of the matches are some part-timers or legends that are coming back fighting today's legends. And why? That to put them over. We already know he's going. He doesn't need it. So we already know who's going to win that match. That is the worst. That is the worst with this match, because we already know who is going to win. Because a world title win for The Rock, it doesn't give any purpose. The Rock really don't need it. Why should he need it? Unless he goes full-time wrestling, but he's not, because he's going back to Hollywood. And trust me, now because he doesn't plan, and insurance says, okay, that is good, because then if you get injured and you have still something not planned, fine, it doesn't cause any delays. But when he is shooting a movie, trust me, he will not get a green light to go wrestle, because 10 years ago, people, he also got injured. Or 11 years even. It was WrestleMania 29. And it cost the studios a lot of money. Movies got delayed. It's not cheap, people. You have to realize that. And then, that Cody would win it. Give him the rub to become the face of the company. That was the goal. I see that also. But if he would win from Seth, what would he win then? Sure, he wins the world title, but he doesn't get the prestige to become the face of the company. That's the problem. Now, how could they prevent this? Simply, CM Punk should have won the Rumble. Or take a risk. If you really want to do the Rock Roman, as I predicted, as I made the prediction, take the title of Roman, give it to Randy Orton. And let him then face Cody, and Cody could go on WrestleMania to win the title. The problem only with that is that more Randy will get the rope. That is the problem, because it's winning from Roman. It's not only winning the world title. And that's why they should never, ever, ever do that winner take all match. And yes, I know it's cleaning dirt, people, because that's from Vince's area. I am aware of that. I can't. And the fact is that there now goes rumor that Vince, Triple H should leave. Why? He is doing the best he can. Vince, with this match, the winner take all, put Triple H now in a corner. And that's the problem. That's the whole problem, people. But don't forget, it's a commercial company and money is being made. The attention is there. And that's my opinion. And that's how I look at it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, people. Have a great time with Vengeance Day. I'll see you this week somewhere. I just wanted to throw this out because I think it's so important we watch that and go and analyze where it actually came from. And we came to the point where it went wrong. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap. I'm reporting for GTA Sports Studio. Take care. See you soon. Ciao.